The world for the human race has always been ravaged by differences. A split in ideals and beliefs, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and I believe that. I do. But there are some things that should not be just so. The main one that comes to my mind, and most likely every single person's mind when this topic comes up, is inequality, or a form of inequality at least. It's something we've been fighting against for so long. So why haven't we gotten rid of it yet? Why are we still trying to reach the point where inequality just feels like a bad dream? So many of us try to fight it to make change, a massive number of us. And yet, we've barely even scratched it. It's as if we've pulled the rubber band, hoping to snap it, only to have it slip out of our fingers and snap right back into place, no matter how many of us are pulling against it. At the end of the day, it's not about quantity. It's about quality. That's all this world is now. Nobody cares about the opinions of the homeless, degraded, disabled, the bullied, the raped, the falsely accused, the hungry, the ill, the poor. None of that matters, because they have no power. Even when celebrities fall into one of those statuses, they suddenly become void of their power, because they show weakness. They show imperfections. They show their humanity. And that's what they don't want. The ones that tell us what is right and what is wrong. The ones that control our rules and regulations. The ones that tell us who is safe or dangerous. They don't like it, because it falls to the masses, the people that actually matter. There has always been a split in the world. Not black and white, not war and peace, not love and hate. It's more darker than that. Power and powerless. No matter who you are, no matter what your views, you are nothing if you are powerless. Sure, people may sympathize with you or even have your back, but no matter what you do, what you try to accomplish, you cannot and will not change the world. Not unless you have power. And we all know those who have the power to make the world a better place won't. Why? Because power is a disease. It's an addiction. Once they rise to the top, where they can actually make a difference and change the world, they can't let go of their desire for power. They make the world better to control, better to feed their addiction. They will never allow anyone with a pure intent to tarnish their power. They will stop at nothing to feel big. And like a disease, it can spread, seep into others through words, actions, bribes, gifts, threats, all to put the majority in their place. This is something far beyond race, gender, or religion. It's about power, control, dominance. Let's face it, we've all been there. We've all been in a situation where we've wanted to win in some aspect. May it be an argument, a bet, a game, or even the lottery. In that instant, we wanted power. We wanted to be the one on top. It's a part of human nature. Hell, it's even in the animal kingdom. There always has to be a dominant of the group. In some cases, it gives them the power to tell the others what to do, where to go, or even gives them the right to mate. But not one member of the animal kingdom has ever used their dominance to risk the lives of their group. Their job is to protect them. So where have humans gone wrong? Power to us has become something so incredibly negative, we shudder at the thought of someone being more powerful than us. Because all we know from those in power is war, fear, and death. If we lived in a world where all of those in power actually cared and respected others, there would be no racism, no sexism, no war. Because what they say goes. Their words are the ones we listen to. Why? Because, like I said, dominance has always been around. Our human nature tells us we should listen to those in power because they have control. Even for those of us who don't go ahead with everything those in power believe or say, they still have an impact. They leave us questioning what is right and wrong. They leave us questioning if what they're really saying is right, which then leads us to question everything we've ever been taught in our lives. Was it really right? Was it really wrong? They say there is no such thing as a true right or wrong, that everything is different to everybody's own personal views. And maybe they're right. The world isn't going to change. History will repeat itself, because there will always be that desire for power. It is an instinct that is mutated into something out of our control. No matter how bad we want to not desire power, we can't help it. But what we can do is change how we use it. There are those out there that do have power, and they use it not to control, but to free humanity from inequality. Those are the ones we should listen to. Those are the ones we should fight for. Instead, we are listening and focusing our attention on those trying to destroy us. You heard what I said? Listening. We listen to the one most dominant. We obey the one most dominant. And they are only the most dominant because we allow ourselves to see them as the most dominant. Therefore, we automatically give them the power to control us. If we stop listening to those addicted to power and instead listen to those who actually care, we can change the world. Not completely fix it, but it'll still be better off than the world we have now. But hey, what do I know? Why do you have to listen to me? After all, I have strong views on equality, and I want to help change the world, but I'm a nobody. I'm powerless.